One of the most anticipated free-to-play competitive FPS games has just released. This is the finals. Since the last open beta, many of us were waiting for the next time we could get our hands on this game. And without waiting any longer, the finals was released as part of their announcement trailer during the Video Games Awards show. Before we get into it, if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and consider subscribing for more gaming news and videos about the finals. Let's get caught up on the game modes and what this game has to offer. First, the Quick Cash game mode. This game offers one round of 3 teams of 3, where you grab a box and deposit the box into one of 2 vaults. From there, a timer starts ticking down, and you have to keep control of the vault until points are awarded. And like you saw from the gameplay clip, the vault can be stolen at any time, giving the team full credit for someone else's work. As the name Quick Cash implies, these matches fly by with fast-paced action and tons of destruction. If you want more out of this, there is also tournament and tournament ranked modes. In these modes, it's the same rules as Quick Cash in a tournament setting. Climb or crawl through your brackets to reach the finals, where you go head-to-head against the last remaining team to win it all. While you can be revived by your teammates at any time, in tournament modes, you are limited to 3 respawn tokens. This allows you to manually respawn to help avoid team wipes and take advantage against an ongoing gunfight. If you want something more chaotic and less team-oriented, consider playing the last mode this game currently offers, which is Bank It. There's still an objective where you deposit coins into vaults that spawn and despawn across the map, but there's far less downtime or emphasis on team-based gameplay. Of course, if you have a coordinated team, you're still going to do better regardless. So just keep that in mind if you see a full team constantly holding hands. They're going to be a nuisance the entire game. And that's it for game modes. Bank It is the most casual mode, and I do recommend to play a few rounds there to get a good idea of the gameplay and try out any new gear you unlock. For example, if I feel like sniping, I'm going to try it out in Bank It first and see how it plays out. As for what maps the game offers, along with what we saw in the beta, Monaco, Seoul, and Skyway Stadium, they also dropped a brand new map called Las Vegas 2032, featuring a lot of casinos, hotels, and plenty of open bars. It's not the most vertical map in the rotation, and I can see this be a strong map for the heavy class. These maps also have a few different variations. With the new Vegas map, they have a sandstorm version, which can make it difficult to see enemies at long distances, and adds a layer of yellow to everything. It's a neat setting, but I'm not a fan of how yellow everything is on the map. I think they overdone it a little, but outside of that, the map itself plays fine with all of the added sand. Moving on from the new map, this is a free-to-play game, so it does offer a battle pass with 96 items and a few cosmetic bundles you could also grab if you wish. The developers at Embark Studio are making sure that all of these premium items are entirely cosmetic and provide no actual gameplay benefits. This game also highlights enemy players whenever they are in view, so there's less need to worry about people blending into the environment. And if you were to look at some of these items, they're anything but subtle. I know not everyone is a fan of microtransactions, but hey, a free game has to make money somehow. When going into game balance, we have 3 classes, light, medium, and heavy, which have their own set amount of health, movement, abilities, gadgets, and weapons. The light class is all about jumping in and out of gunfights and not sticking around for too long. While they have a smaller hitbox and are harder to hit, they are not invincible and can be punished very quickly. The medium class is your do-it-all class with moderate movement and gadgets for any situation. Bounce pads to jump on rooftops, turrets that can destroy explosives, a heal gun ability, and more. The heavy class is your typical tank class with a couple of options for shields, flamethrowers, shotguns, RPGs, and so on. Heavy class players can be very difficult to deal with, especially with an organized team, as their loadouts excel with holding down objectives. I did make a video towards the end of the open beta discussing what weapons I felt could be tuned, and there hasn't been much that was changed since then. So if you want a more in-depth video discussing that, I recommend you check that video out. A lot of info there is still relevant with the current build of the game. What I will say as an add-on to it is that there will always be ways to prevent or limit just how good any weapon or item is. That doesn't mean it's any less annoying to deal with though. Moving on, the game also hints at some lore and a story that it's trying to tell. With their latest trailer, the signal is interrupted and we get this message. I'm sure there are people out there already trying to decrypt the message and figure out what it means. I think it may be too early to tell where this is going, but who knows. So if you're a fan of solving these kind of mysteries, just know we have our first breadcrumb to the game's story. Although the game is very polished and stable compared to its older betas, there are still a few issues that persist. One issue if you're looking at this gameplay closely is that my mouse cursor blinks in and out of existence during gameplay. I believe this is an issue that occurs when having a controller plugged in. I know it can be annoying to look at, and I'll have to keep troubleshooting this issue and hope it goes away with time. One other thing that really annoys me though is the server stability. The game's servers have been working really well even in the last beta, but from time to time I do end up in a server that is struggling to keep up with the game. It's nothing game breaking again, just the occasional bad match. However, I do feel there may be some hit reg issues going on as well. I can't really test it out myself, but there has been times where I swear I'm on target and I'm not dealing any damage or getting any hit markers. Fortunately, this has been the rarest issue that I've come across and does not last the entire match, just 1 or 2 gunfights from time to time. I'm sure if you keep looking, you may find other problems for the game, but that's been everything I ran into. Don't be discouraged and write this game off just because of this. There's a lot of fun this game offers, even with these smaller issues. I know other people were complaining about movement changes, but the developers claim they haven't made any changes there. Some settings were brought back to default, so definitely double check your settings just in case. And as for me, the game feels just like the beta in this regard, so I have no complaints. The finals has had a very strong start, and I do hope they can continue to keep this momentum and see it grow into a proper competitive shooter. The gunplay, movement, and overall gameplay feels very rewarding and frustrating when things don't go to plan. Embark Studios has done a great job with its first impressions on launch, and now we'll have to see what happens. And now, what are your thoughts on the finals? Do you think it will be able to stand out and keep a player base, or will it fall apart? Let's talk about it and let me know in the comments below. And now, I'll leave off with some gameplay footage featuring friends of the channel, Beer Mortis and Sir Blackout, as we play through the new Las Vegas map. Until then, I am Mr. Rain, and I'll see you in the arena.
Whenever I uploaded my Dead Island 2 video, YouTube like deaded it, like in the algorithm. It was weird. Like they just completely deaded the video. So what I had to do is I had to pay YouTube to push that video out. That's why it had went from like virtually nothing to like almost 2K in a week.
Gotcha.
That's like the only reason why. I don't like that pistol animation. Shit is weak. I hate that. I also realize that this game is either extremely fucking loud or it's just super quiet.
Yeah, there's no in between.
There's really no in between. Oh, yep, there's that heavy.
Got him.
Please. There, finally. Thank Christ. You see, what does this animation look like? Kind of dog shit. Nice. I also figured out how to use the stills feature in DaVinci.
Which feature?
The like capturing stills out of like.
Oh yeah. I forgot to show you that.
It's all good. Crash actually showed me how to do that. Okay, yeah, bro. This M11.
I don't know what it is with games these days. That like the yarns have to be like plus 200% of what they would be.
Oh my god, I hate that shit.
It's like, no, give me a small iron and just give me a lot of peripheral. That way I can see what I'm aiming at.
Like, don't cut my fucking FOV from 120 down to 90. Don't do that. That shit is horrific for my mental health.
Don't shoot at me. I don't have the cash. You moron. Like the guy's literally standing in front of a heavy that's trying to deposit. Like, no, I'm not shooting you. I'm going to shoot you. Why?
Man, I'm just tired of playing with randoms. This game is not fun with randoms. No, it's not. It's quite literally the opposite. Bro, okay, I played 36 games. I've won 9.
Thank you.
And all of them have been like all of them have been at least with a fucking team that knows how to speak. I was playing this last night. Sorry ass bitch. It didn't save him. He's still a piss poor bitch. Still a piss poor bitch. Why the fuck? Guys, I need help. I need help. I need help.
I got you.
I got one.
Got one.
Oh! Shit, I need heals on me. Thank you, sir.
Back behind.
On me,
Got
on
him.
me. Thank you.
Get your deposit in. You got time.
I don't have any. Oh, there's like one more coin over here.
All right, you gotta
Never
move.
mind, I'll have to get it on the neck.
Dude, I'm so tired of all the smoke.
Bro, same.
I don't mind dealing. I'm just tired of being in it.
Alright, let's just start heading up.
I wanted that big.
One goofy bitch. There we go.
There you go. There
And
you
there's
go.
one guy. Oh yeah, they're up here with me. They're up here with me. They got a fucking shotgun. Right behind you. Right behind you.
Half dead. 3 house. 3/4.
Oh, dude, there's like 80 of them behind us. What the fuck?
All right.
Yeah, that was crazy. Thank you for the coin. So yum. There we go. Yeah, there we go, boys. Let's go.
Well played.